We are back. Tried coming live last night, but unfortunately, technical difficulties. Now, not having those technical difficulties, hopefully. So, with any luck, let's switch off the flashlight. Now, we've got the modular frame things being constructed, right? Yeah, so this is constructing that and uploading those. So, this is going to continue to do the work. What we need is to set up some railway networks. So maybe, let's see, toggle dismantle mode. We're going to get rid of the railway we've already constructed. So we are. Noblisk upload? Nope. Plastic and rubber? Okay, plastic we can upload at least. Caterium ingots are a no-go. Let's upload these. So, let's jump on down and we're going to have this be our dismantle. So, we previously had established this to look like this. As I'm realizing it, maybe we're better off going along the ocean way for some of this. So, you dismantle here. And what we want is for this here to curve around, and we're going to take it along another way. So, railway. And we want this to be auto-connect here. And around this way to here. Whoop. Dismantle that. Right, railway walk. Now, you here are going to go along. And you're going over to... Hey! Happy New Year, Skid! How are you going? How has your Christmas and your New Year's been? Hopefully you've had a fantastic one of both. Or at very least, one of each. Let's try and make sure this doesn't go... Okay, yeah. You are going over. That's important. So, this here, let's get it going this way. Here's one. I could hear a Mercer sphere, I think. Or no, that was probably a Power Slug. Right, here's one. Now, let's connect this here. We are having so much more time. All is definitely well. Yeah, all is certainly very well. Sick the whole time? Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Went to a rabbit hotel? Hey, that's nice. I do enjoy bunny rabbits. They are adorable. Okay, let's see. That there connects in like that. I have had a pretty good one myself. I have been mostly just sort of relaxing a little bit. Okay, right. Let's see. That goes into here. Yeah, got a little bit of relaxation in. Met up with La Familia, which was good to get out of the way and everything. Got myself a new... Oh, it's not got rabbits, just called the rabbit. Oh, in Temple Patrick. Right. Despite the fact they call it Temple Patrick, but I have not met a single person there who actually worships Patrick. So, you know, a little bit of a misnomer, almost. But, you know, we gotta let them away with it. But yeah, that's a shame that it's like that, because Rabbit Hotel featuring rabbits would be absolutely delightful. Let's try and do this here and get it to... Oop. Hang on. That was the walk version of it. We don't want the walk version. We want this here leading around. Oh boy. So we're going to have to get this to go like this. And now I think we're going to have to do a little bit more of this. So... this, by the way, is my little modular railway that I've designed. I thought I was pretty clever with it because this here allows me to have a nice looking railway station, or like not station, but like network, I guess, running along this way without having to do a whole pile of additional crap. So, ooh, fix my skift right there. Don't have to worry about it. But let's get this railway here to auto-connect via Blueprint. Ah, damn it. Would like to rant about hotels having 2 single beds as a double bed. I really hate that as well. I am not a fan of that for one simple reason. I don't like the middle of the bed to be clearly defined like that. You know, I'm not after that. What I want is the middle of the bed to be like, you know, there's a little bit of leeway, you know? That's what I want. I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, here is the edge of the bed or anything like that. Don't want that. What I want is, yeah, even more bed. Exactly. So then at that point, if I happen to be a little bit, you know, a little bit uncautious with my elbow room, that it's still like, oh, I've got plenty of space. Let's get this biofuel out of here. Cut that, and lovely. So what we need here is we are going to need a 4x4 grid. But first off, let's do a couple of these. And this is going to be what we use our thing to match against. So we're going over this here way, and we're going to nudge down about 4 points. So this here is our little bit. We've got that, like this, and let's set these up like this. That, I just realized, is not quite what we're after. So instead, this should, I'm hoping, be, yep, looks like it's pretty evenly matched. Yeah. Alright, now we just got to get rid of some plants, and then we can put our station in. But I don't know. I feel like if I'm paying for a hotel room, where are we dropping? Salty Springs. No, not Salty Springs. Creamy Caverns. I'm guessing these are names of, like, areas in Fortnite. Salty Springs and Creamy Caverns. It sounds to me like it could be. So, you know, Salty Springs, Creamy Caverns, Creamy Caverns is diabolical behavior. Yeah, what can I say? I am a goofy goober. Yeah? You're a goofy goober, yeah. Let's go ahead and put on this here and see. Oh yeah, that's massively reduced the sound of the keyboard clicky. Not even keyboard clicky, this here. Yeah. So let's see. Creamy Caverns, Salty Springs, Gooey Glades, or Gunnar Glades. Gunnar Glades could be another one you could go drop into. Gunnar Glades, Salty Springs, Creamy Caverns, Premature Post Office. maybe. One on the current map called Sus Studios. uh, they clearly knew what kind of hub they are going to be on. Came here to bring down the tone and your work is done. It requires no effort whatsoever to bring down the tone for me. Like, I have never once claimed to be a sophisticated individual. I am indeed a goofy goober. Yeah. So, right, let's get this to go. Right, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, if that is the 4 there, let's do that. Now, we just go on, turn the mids right down to 0. Hey, as everybody knows, if you want your metal song to sound incredible, absolutely fantastic, you know, not a shitty mix whatsoever, you have to scoop the mids. It's the way of it. It's got to be done. So let's see. We got Quartz, Reanimated Sam, Limestone. Limestone can come in from here. So let's see. That is going to work. That you're pissing right now? I'm glad to hear that, because that to me means that you have a healthy prostate. And it is always important to have a healthy prostate. So, you know, I support your right to piss. So, good lad. Keep pissing. As that meme says, go piss, girl. Okay, this turns too sharply. Can I? Okay, I cannot nudge that one, sadly. Okay, so what I gotta do then is snap this mother humper. So let's snap you to here. Right. This is working. Oop. Hang on. Is that right? Yep. This here is now successfully matched. So, let's take this here, and we are going to make it go around. So let's see. Whoop. Oh, damn it. Right. That has been dismantled. Okay, definitely don't want that. So you are dismantled. Raised concrete grid. So, let's bring you down. And I think this is us. Okay, right. That works. So, now we can conjoin that. What game be I playing this evening? This is Satisfactory. Unless you're talking to Skid, in which case I don't know what Skid is playing this evening. But he should be jumping on Fortnite. Road tracks too sharply. So let's get that to there. Get this to feed around to here. Okay, so this here we can get to feed to here. That's going to encroach on that's clearance apparently. So let's get you to here. And now you, I hope, have enough room to connect. Ah, oh, damn. So, alright, that doesn't work. So let's get this here connected like this. And this is going to be how we connect that. So, right. Just delete this segment. And I want transport railway you over to here. And then get you to connect up to there. So, we can now set up a train, I believe. You were playing Alan Wake for the first time? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is satisfactory. The Factorio one is isometric, so it's a top-down perspective. And it's much more stressful, I think, than this here. Just realized that isn't actually connected. So, let's do... Nope. Transport railway. Whoop. Nope. You, from here, are connecting to here. So, now we've got this lined up. We can have this start bringing steel, or like bring this coal network into one of these segments here. So you, I think, are going to be coal. You, organization, industrial storage. So let's do that. Now we want, hang on, I can go to previous wheel. And we want steel beams connecting to here and to here. Dismantle this and this. Now, you... Let's do this. Satisfactory had more life for NPCs. Yeah, I get what you mean. There are some things a little bit like that. So you have, like, lizard doggos and everything, which are absolutely fantastic. But you also can get different types of creatures that are much, much nicer. There is the space tick penguin giraffe thing, I believe they call it. So this here, we could go around. Oh, actually, I just realized maybe that could be... No, you know what? We're going to have you go to here. You're going to go like this. We jump here to here. Not to be confused with peer to peer. Oop. So you go to here. Right, you would go around like this. And you would connect to this. So, let's dismantle these. And now we can load this into here. So, load all the coal. And everything we possibly can. All of the coal. May as well sort so that we've at least got a little bit of leeway. That's a lot of coal we gotta move across. Oh wait, hang on. It's not... Yeah, that's a lot of coal. Let's clear a little bit more inventory space, shall we? So then, at least this way, we're moving even more coal per minute. Oh, I understand why that's not... I need to connect this into the power network first. So, power cable from here. Let's get you from here to here. You are going to connect into any of these. Yeah, okay. Apparently it'll connect to this. So our train network is powered now. But what that means is we need to establish our plastic thing. My favorite game ever is a fantastic question. I think, I mean, Factorio is without a doubt one of the most addictive ones. If I was talking my all-time favorite, it's probably going to be Command and Conquer Generals Zero Hour. Just because absolutely loved that expansion. It had no reason to be that good, but it did it. Like, it straight up was absolutely fantastic. And I approve of it vastly for that. So let's see. Load this. Whoop. Okay, hang on. Didn't realize I could just do it like that. Okay, there we go with this. Let's take all. Load that. Even more loaded in. Take all. And pop that in. Trying to think of other games I've played shit tons of. I did play, like, way too much Killing Floor back in the day. Like, Killing Floor was also an absolute jam for me. I just played an inordinate amount of it. It's actually also where I got the XPC from my gamer tag from. Because way back in the day, I joined a clan in Killing Floor back when Unreal Tournament 2004 mods were things, and it was cool. It was never actually cool to be part of a clan. It was always a little bit sad boy, but then again, so have I. But yeah, it was the extreme pest control. And it's like, yep, phone's about to die. No worries. Enjoy your evening. Hopefully you get on some Creamy Caverns or some Gunnar Glades or wherever you end up dropping. Enjoy your evening, boss. I forget what Salty was. Salty Springs. Salty Springs was what it was. Okay. That. Ooh, yeah. Happy days. So I can use that coal now. And have that fill out like that. So, I think I should create a gateway thing. Whoop, boing. There we go. We love that. Hey! We've done it. So, we have that there as our gateway now. And I am happy with that. Creamy Caverns. Yeah. Also, I got a new keyboard. Which is very nice. It's my first ever mechanical keyboard, so you might be able to hear. Very good responsive Wii keys and everything, but it's got a Stream Deck built into the keyboard, which I think is pretty nifty. I got shortcut keys right there, and little dials that I can set things to. Because I went on Alibaba and was just like, I don't even give a shit. I'm gonna cut out, like, Elgato and everything, because they're just like, hey, we slapped our name on this thing that's on Alibaba for like 8 quid, and we're gonna charge you like a 900% markup now. And it's like, really? Really? Because I paid 24 quid for it. 24 quid. That's all. And it's like, yep. So, stop being big ol' meanie faces, Elgato. Because otherwise, we're just gonna find alternate third-party providers, aren't we? Right, so this here, we are on 1728. Well, let's see. Okay, so all of this here. Sulfur. Well, let's see. I did make myself something very fun. And this here is probably one of the silliest things you could possibly do in Satisfactory. But it's absolutely incredible for that reason. This is a hypertube cannon. So what we're going to do, we're going to save as achievement 2. But this here, so you go into this entrance and it will follow around the pipe here. It will launch you like this, which launches you into an accelerator and a pipe and an accelerator and a pipe. And then you circle back in. Each time you go into an entrance, you get a boost of speed. So this is functionally a man cannon. Only downside? It's really easy to accidentally overdo it.
To stay within your designated zone as stated in your contract. Violation of this
See?
contract.
So, if you aren't careful, you can launch yourself outside of the bounds of the map. And if you do that, it's a little bit goofy. So instead, let's take all this stuff. And we are going to, just realized, I've just got on the Twitch chat. Should switch this to, yeah. So there you go. That is how it would be parachuting after one loop. But yeah. So there we go. This has gotten us up to a good height. We can now, with our parachute, we probably could go all the way over there. But I'm thinking we want a little bit more velocity than that. So let's see if we can hit somewhere between those two magic numbers. The first number being, oh wow, that's really far. The second number being, holy crap, the atmosphere is just about there. Oh boy. Okay, yep. I think we're going out of atmosphere. Yeah, we're going to break the bounds.
Your subscription to the function of any and all fixed property expires the moment.
Yep, there we go. Okay. So. It's a great hyper cannon. Don't get me wrong. The problem is, it's too great. There we go. Okay. So this here is going to launch us up to here. And now we'll hit it. So, parachute time. There we go. All right. I didn't notice you can actually see your feet, let alone the blade runners on your feet. That's so nice. Okay, yeah. I approve of that. Now, while everything is still constructing, we can go ahead and close the gap to wherever the hell we want to go. I'm not thinking we're going all the way over there. So instead, maybe we go round this way. Yeah, I think that'll be it. We're going to go around this way. Oh, I just realized what we should do for the man cannon. Which was also, like, the best thing in, like, Halo 3 Forge maps. Like, Halo 3 Forge maps were great back in the day. You don't get to see them with, like, Halo Infinite and everything. But here we go. We're actually outside of where it spawns a lot of the stuff in. Visibly. Like, that's just plain terrain right there. Except it's not. That is very specifically an area where there is loads of dense foliage. We just happen to be where it's going, hey, you're far enough away, we're not going to spawn that in. But we can kind of see, so that right there, that there is like, it's a hard drive location. Yeah. Oh, you can see the trees and all starting to spawn in now. So there's hard drives located there. There's hard drives located there. Hmm. Do we go for that hard drive there? Let's throw this and see. Well, that was cool. Yeah, let's give it a go. So, now we drop down. That's 2 things detonated there. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Nice. So, no summer slips nearby. Also, not seeing enemy creatures, which is nice. I like that. Beacon Agaric we can go ahead and pick up. We'll also collect the high-speed connectors. Lovely. Not enough space for Alclad casing. Oh boy. A lot less space in our inventory than I thought. So there's... Oh, it's just aluminum casing, not Alclad. And yes, I'm saying aluminum only because they misspelt it in this game. Right, there's crash debris. Silica. Turbo motor. Computers. Aha! Here is the thing. What are you? Heatsink? We only have 8 heat sinks. So 12 heat sink. Subcategory HD for hard drive and highlight out. And we want hard drive scanning. So, let's see. Can we use this to bounce and slide? Yes, we can. So we can still get up to the dismantle crate. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's up there. Let's grab a bunch of the Beacon Agaric here. 3 pieces of it is pretty good, if I do say so myself. So let's upload this, these, this, and this and these. Right, so hard drive there. Let's keep going this way and see where we can find our next one. So that was 1 hard drive. Fine. Nothing along there. May as well grab this while we're here. Mercer spheres? Ooh. Okay. Got ones over this way. All right. Right. Okay. Damn it. Rebar. Iron rebar. There we go. Hang on. I can carry 300? Have I got 300% inventory space upgrade? Right, that's that. We are not within range of any of the gas things. Oh, there is the Mercer Sphere. So, upload this. And all of these. So, right, gas filter. We're going to put this on and walk into here. We now don't really need to worry because we have our gas filter, which is going to help us out. Right, okay, hang on. Okay, so it's up there. How the heckaroonie am I gonna get up to there nice and safe? So right, those plants aren't keen on me. Let's do a bounce and slide up the way. Alrighty. What the heckaroonie? The Mercer Sphere is inside the terrain there. Okay, right. I want you to stop that. Everything that you're doing. Okay, right. Stop with the bouncy bounce. Well, that hurt it at least. Right, that was something, but now we gotta look and see. So. Okay, crap.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Really? That's crafty. I can't imagine this would ever go badly. Using dynamite on uranium. Nope, can't get that. So instead, I'm going to have to just mark it on the map and leave. Oh, wait, hang on. Stamp. Warning. And let's place it there. And we have 3 Mercer spheres. 23 would be a nice amount to have. Hard drive, where? Okay. Hard drive down this way, apparently. Really? No. Not what I wanted. Give me a different hard drive, please. Hard drive here. Okay. So, that is no hard drives detected, which is fine. So let's instead go this way. Ooh. Alright. Bounce and slide. Let's see. Something along this way. Probably up above. I'm guessing. Yep. Oh boy. Oh, crap. Let's keep on firing at this bastard. He's a very dangerous danger boy. Okay, right. Now our health can regenerate to a degree. There we go. Now, what we want to do is go up above. Because we are looking to go over that way. Okay, crap. Where is the radiation source? Oh! Another one up there. Alright, I can stand here and plod away at it. Then it dies, then it despawns, then we're fine. So, hit you like that. Keep on going. Oh boy. Did it work? I think it did. Oh, I don't like you though. This is very dangerous area. And I'm not loving the hostile forces. So let's keep on plodding away at them. Take them out. Right, that didn't quite work. Not the way we wanted it to, at least. So right, this is telling me there's a hard drive. Is there a Mercer sphere? There is another one up that way. So I think what we have to do with these is we have to try and ramp up via a tree. It's not working. It is not working how we want it to work. Hey, there we go. Okay, good. Now, oh, let's grab this here while we're here. We may as well. So, upload this. No space for that. How to access the up above? I think it's going to have to be architecture. Ladder. So, we go up to here. And now, are we on the same plot as that? Let's try this. Oh boy. Ooh. Well, okay. He did not want to stick about and fight. I love when they decide, you know what, there's no way we could possibly beat Mark. Are you... Yeah, your casings. So let's see. Any of them lying about on the ground? Nope. Ooh, EM control rods. Let's upload this, these, and what we are looking for is CAS for casing. Grab this here. Lovely. We can upload those. Let's go ahead and look at research. Set this to possibly do a bit of research. Although sulfur. Still need 25 sulfur and 100 rotors. So you know what? I guess it's just going to have to be hard drive scans for now. So upload this, these, and I suppose these. That is it completely uploading. Should have probably about 6 components. Aha, 5. That'll be the one. So, we want these uploading. We want this uploading. Power shards. Let's upload those because they're not going to be replenished anytime soon. Caterium wire, or whatever you call it. So you'll upload these, then we look at uploading those, and now that. So, oh wait, hang on. Yeah, reload that. Ooh, okay. That's fine. And then I guess we upload more silica. And where to? Mercer's sphere is this way. I hear it. And I see its guardian. So, you're gonna do that. Let's keep on trying with this. Okay, ouch. You did indeed get me. Oh, man.
Bringing you back isn't easy.
He got
you
me as
know?
well. That's unfortunate. Let's quickly check over this way. Do we have what we need? We don't. So for 500, 125 times 12 is going to be... Oh, God. Great question. So 100 times 12 is going to be 1200. 125. So there is 100. And then I need another 300 beams. Yeah. 300 more beams. And you, let's take that. No, you do that. So, into there, we've got all of this loading. Yeah, we can also take those and load this. So, sure. Awesome. We've got a little bit of this going. That's fine, I suppose. Railway signaling, we could use computers for that. Blueprints Mark II. That could be, but... Nah. Not just yet. Let's go into here. And we'll offload all of this stuff. So is that? I'm hoping that's only the correct amount. Let's take one batch just in case. We don't want to be overdoing it with those. But what we do want to do is grab a crap ton of what do you call them? Bits of coal. So let's do exactly that. Over here, jump and slide. There we go. That's a lot of coal now. And we'll head back up the way. So that we can set it all to go into steel production. And I think we should set our network up again so it's producing pipes and ingots. Right, so you're doing beams, and what we want is here. Let's do a constructor here. You are going to connect here to here. Steel pipes. There we go. Conveyor splitter. You go there, and you go into here. Summer slope. Load that in, and you connect into here. Fine. So, you store all, and you, on the other hand, are going to be absolutely chock-a-block with the stuff from that. So, I think it's time for us to get the Explorer exploring again. So we've got 198 solid biofuel. Let's get to driving and go back to our death crate. This is what we're gonna do. Oh yeah. We've got a friendly boy. We had a friendly boy. He's gone. Yeah. He no longer loves us. That's sad. But well, we can take our Explorer, which has incredible slowdown whenever you're trying to turn with it. But I suppose is to preserve traction control. So, over this way. We're just driving the truck. That's what we're going to do. And we want to go up there and towards our death crate. So we could hide the HUD. Alright, this is going to be tricky. It can't even smash down these small trees. So let's go over this way. Lovely. Oop. Just got caught on that. Fine, we gotta go this way then. And I suppose keep on driving. Maybe we just set it to fixed camera. I think we'll do that. Fixed camera so that we can drive nicely. Head our way around up here. Whoop. And up here. So now, here we go. And over this way. Sorry. Crashing into the spitters. I'm not entirely sorry about it though. Ooh, fluffy-tailed hog. A little bit sorry about that. I'm more sorry about hitting a fluffy-tailed hog than I am a spitter. Just because the spitters, we have never been close allies. I also am just wasting a whole pile of biomass by not stopping to collect all the corpses. So, keep on driving, keep on going. And see what all we got. I think, oh yeah, that's spitters versus, what do you call it? Ooh. Here's something I wouldn't have seen otherwise. Didn't know there was one here. So, happy days. That's fine. Nobelisk. There we go. I'm counting that. That is the way cleared, in my opinion. So this way, we're going to have to drive a little bit cautious. No, we're not. Happy days. Bye-bye, forest. There is no need for caution now. I can just fly right through these. So, yeah, I'm on board for this. Okay, so we got that thing there. Death crate, fine. Weird looking creature, fine. Let's keep on trucking. By which I mean exploring, because we're driving the Explorer and not the truck. Okay. You are a pyre slug, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. You're a purple pyre slug, in fact. Okay, so there's a Mercer sphere up this way. It's a shame you can't get a vehicle that has, like, an object detector built into it. Or that gives you something analogous to the radar scanner.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry. I have a question.
Sing your song.
Okay.
Can you explain what a temple is?
The temple is a vessel body, each a knot in our tapestry. Temples are root, vein, and organ. Temples are our shallow bones and our shallow windows.
I think I understand, but how do you maintain them?
The builder blood grows and kills and distributes.
Like fungus in a forest.
Builder blood is kind of
Like
interesting.
fungus in a
Hey!
forest.
Alright. Let's try this. Okay. Let's give it a go again. We're gonna have to line up the angle and then really hit him. So wait for it to move across that way. Nope, this way. Alright, fuck you. Come on. Why will you not die as quickly as I want you to? Can I detonate from inside here? Evidently not. Did you just ragdoll or... Nope, you ragdolled and died. Hey, Combi. How are you going? I got a little bit of a jump scare there. Not because it was a scary sound from my little chat alert thing that I get, but mostly because I'm fighting giant stingers. And I hate these. Like, the stingers are, without a doubt, the scariest ones to me. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, you get harvested. Let's get the rotors out of the way. Casings. Mercer Spear. A little bit of progress. But how are you going? How has your week been? And how has your year been? Have you had an exciting year? With all of the excitement that comes with having a year? Because, you know, it's been very exciting here. It's actually mostly just because, like, I was on a half day at work today. And that usually leaves me in a pretty good wee mood. Okay, there's another big one. We need to go this way. So... Right, there's something. Long time since last watched. Don't worry about it. Life is a busy, busy thing. We all got things on. We all got things we got to do, including the whole general life admin thing. Life has been good for me. Still just working away in music publishing day to day. I got a new keyboard delivered today, which has a Stream Deck built into the keyboard, so that's cool. So I am happy with that. Oh boy, please don't get stuck. It's gonna get stuck. Right, I need to deforest. There we go. So, oh, I know where it is. Let's try this again. But, yeah, that was my main thing. Just getting that new keyboard delivered today. Spent a little bit of time playing about, setting it up. Stream Deck kind of thing. It's basically a micro keyboard. That's mostly what it is. So it's little programmable shortcut keys and everything, but easier to do than just normal macro keys. Okay, there's one hit on that. We're going to require a lot because you are a terrifying boy. Okay, so that missed. Ouch on that account. Did that work? Okay, it worked for that one. Now we just gotta line it up for this next one. Did that work this time? Yay! It did. He's dead. That's exactly what those giant stingers should be. Yes. Shortcut buttons. So I can now, with my keyboard, I can tell it it's like, hey, open Stream Deck. Like, open Streamlabs for streaming. Open Twitch. Open YouTube. Open this. Open that. Hey, Hakanab. Are you well? 'Cause you're looking well. There you go. There is your first of the year. Your first of many Are You Wells. 'Cause you're looking wells. Because this year is going to be the year that I do it. This will be the year I achieve Phase 5 and potentially beyond. Right, where is... I'm still close enough to that it's detecting something. Okay, so it's got to be something that way. But let's see. Hard drives. None there. So let's see. We'll take this, and we're going to drive a little bit down this way. And then let's go up this. So that's coal, which could be nice. Should we... Yeah, should... Let's just grab a little bit of it. Someday it'll have to remind me. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. No, I am pretty bad for remembering that. I do have a tendency to forget it a lot of the time. Right, hard drive is going to be this way. And that's not towards the location we've already explored. So, happy days. Alright, we've got all of this kind of thing. Okay, right. This is a dangerous one. We've got a lot of radioactivity, which is not just a place where they do radio activities. Okay, that kind of worked. It got rid of that a little bit. Let's see. No, so you're not gonna get rid of that. Alright, that and this. Okay, operational. So we can go ahead and collect this. Pick up computer, pick up this. Silicon, or no, high-speed connector. Crash debris, debris. So, right, this... Am I going to finish Red Dead 2? It's a mighty good question. It kind of... I don't know, it's a little strange, because Red Dead 2, I find, suffers from one really key problem, which is that it is one of the slowest bloody games on the planet, in a way. Like, I'm sure there is a great story to it, it's just, it's hidden behind so much slowdown, that I'm like, eh. You know? That kind of thing where you're like, this is really taking ages to get interesting. So maybe I'll like not stream, but instead do it as like a recording, something like that. Record it for YouTube or something. Oh yeah, we can upgrade this. Let's upload this. Oh, hang on. You get uploaded. You upload these here, and let's try this. So, we're near a cliff. Should we go down the cliff safely? Or should we go down it fun? Let's go down it fun. Boing. Thank God it's not actually a thing that's like physics counts in this game. You know, you get to treat it like physics doesn't matter when you're in a vehicle. Because physics kind of doesn't matter when you're in a vehicle. Either that or this, like, the best possible suspension you could ever have for a vehicle. So that might work. Characters and the NPCs are good. I'm sure they are. It's, you know, I'm sure it didn't win all those awards for nothing. It just suffers from... It doesn't really capture the mind of someone who is very short attention span in some aspects. Which is ironic to be saying, because I'm also sat here playing a game that's just like, hey, you're playing Satisfactory. And, you know, the average playtime for it is, I want to guess, around about 45 years. But, it's nice to just sit in this here sort of thing. Red Dead had too many mechanics that felt very survivally kind of thing. And you're like, but I'm not vibing with the survival part. The whole thing of it's like, you gotta do all your little chores. Physics don't matter, says the guy with the car upside down. Well, yeah, but like, that's not physics. That's just bad driving. You know? You don't have to obey the laws of physics to turn a car on its roof. You can do it just by being really bad at driving. As demonstrated. You know? I'm great at being bad at driving. I am like an expert at it. Let's go off here and see what there is. Keep on off-roading. go around to here. Nothing. Big flying boyos over that way. And what is that there up on that hill? I think it's just a slug. Yeah, looks like just a slug. Ooh, Mercer. Yes, please. Let's get the Mercer, and then we're gonna head up that there rock. Wow, it's really struggling with the that slight hill there. Okay, so this here way we can go up, whoop, boing, keep on going, and let's see. So this is probably, I would say this is almost without a doubt an early game Mercer Sphere. Because that just involved jumping, that didn't involve any parachuting of any kind whatsoever. I'm going to just try and glide up to the top of this
Growth, the future,
on the off chance that there's a summer slip at the top. Or a Mercer Sphere.
Both are necessary, yet only one can't function without the other.
We see your echo steps, shimmering symphonies that break
Okay,
down our
here we go.
temples, but your song is alien.
Okay,
How long
that's
ago
a
did you
shame.
notice me?
What are the spheres for? The spheres are delightful little
I
things
wonder, was it always about
called Mercer
survival, or is
spheres.
there something
You
more,
use
something
them
beyond?
for breaking the laws of physics. So, in my inventory, I'm able to press this button, just A on my controller, and this teleports stuff into the Dimensional Depot, as it's called, or depot, if you're nasty like that. This depot is essentially an expansion for your inventory. So I am able to, whoop, let's go ahead and open that. I'm able to upgrade it with different research, so that I can have free stacks of however many of these sorts of things. Just gotta quickly take a look. Solid steel ingot is tempting, but we're gonna... Nope. Caterium circuit board is actually very nice. I like that. Okay, hard drive time. Scan that. We want this here gone. And breaking the laws. Yes. Whenever I get the opportunity for physics, it does very much morph into "Stop right there, criminal scum!" You know, that's kind of what happens physics. Because I'm a bit nasty like that. I'm like, hey, physics, we ain't friendly right now. But using the Mercer spheres, the more I collect of them, the more I can construct dimensional depots, which I can then use to constantly have things uploading to my expanded inventory. Or I could turn around and I could spend those to upgrade aspects of it. So, did I already commit war crimes in Satisfactory? I don't think so. I'm less into war crimes than you are. You're into war crimes to like a questionable degree. I'm more into, like, you know, just nice crimes. Not knife crimes, but nice crimes, you know? Going as like, hey, I'm going to break the laws of physics. That kind of thing. Or the kind of thing where it's like, hey, I'm going to steal from the rich and give to the poor. Granted, the poor is me, so it's a little bit less. I know about more war crimes than you do. Only because I've actually read the Conventions of Warfare. You know, it's like, I think everyone should read the Conventions of Warfare. Just to understand, to a basic degree, hey, maybe don't do these things. I think it's very important to not do the war crimes. But to not do the war crimes, you got to know what the war crimes are. And I'm a fan of not war criming, so therefore, I gotta know. Right. Upload. Mercer spheres are gonna be over this way. I gotta quickly go while I can find the stuff on the radar. Okay, so that's cool. Haha. What's up, you fudging hacker? Yeah. Gonna try and hit me? Nah. Not happening, buddy. Ooh, where are we going? We're going that way? Alright, so we want to be going north. Directly north. I know more than you. Yeah, but I know in a, hey, don't do this kind of basis. You know? There's a difference between being the guy that's like, hey, you shouldn't mix these chemicals together because that makes something that burns. And being the guy that's just like, I want to make things burn. And it's like, thank God you don't have the knowledge. I, on the other hand, have the knowledge so that I can avoid mixing things that make things burn. For example. Aha. Ooh. Let's collect this. Yeah. Like, that's just it. You gotta be smart about these things, you know? You absolutely have to be smart about it, because otherwise you're just being silly about it. And you don't want to be silly with incendiary devices. You know? Very important. Don't go setting fires. Fire should not be set. The only time you should ever deliberately start a fire is when you have a gas-powered cooker. And even then, at that point, make sure you follow all the instructions properly. Okay? Good. Now that that's cleared up, don't commit war crimes. Very important. So continue not committing war crimes. And if you're designing a game, be careful about war crimes. They're becoming a little bit of a touchy subject for a lot of humanity right now, given that we're seeing lots and lots of them right now. And it's like, hey, stop it. Yeah, okay, I get it, buddy. You don't like me. I don't like you. I have a gun. You spit. Are you? Yep, you're done. Okay, so is that two things up there at once? I think it could possibly be. Okay, so it's under the ground. How do we get under the ground? It's gotta be off the cliff like this, right? Haha! There's a cliff segment. And I, on the other hand, just want to be part of your symphony. Won't you hold me close and not let go? Isn't that how the song goes? Which, I can't remember who sings it. I feel like it's Zara Larsson. But I might be wrong. Oh, is it possible it's up there? Maybe. Okay, right. Really? That was unclimbable. Okay, come on then. Alright, damn it. Gotta go into architecture again. Is this... Really? That's all this was? A blue pyroslug? Even though a blue pyroslug, like, you would need to build up to this? That's definitely not right. Ooh. Full up on those. Upload these and this. So I have 9. Right. I can't tell if that's... I think that's just shadow. Okay, so that's a no. How do I get in there? You? Nope. Just a crag. This is precarious, to say the very minimal least. Okay, right. Good. Go back up there. No. It's got to be somewhere. Do I go behind here? Nope. It's not behind there or there. So let's keep on checking and see. If there's this many things there, maybe, just maybe, there's cave entrances. Although, possibly, let's check down this side. That just goes under. That's just, eh. So let's see. Purple. The purple is very pretty, actually. I have come in the past few years to really appreciate the color purple. You serious? It was in the pond the whole time. God damn it. In the name of Cain. Why? Does Cain live? Does Cain
Mostly functional.
live?
A cog in a machine?
Because that, to
Correct.
me,
A hog
sounds
in the
like
woods.
Nod propaganda.
Vessel is blood.
Fascinating.
Sitting
Yes,
trying
I
to
think
say
they
that
are.
Cain
They are
lives.
conduits, builders, breakers, defenders, and aggressors.
Next, you're going to be
cells
saying that
within
you
a
can't
larger
kill the
organism.
Messiah.
We do not share a body.
And that is just
Harmony.
silly. That is not what you should be saying. What you should be saying is, the GDI are our friends. Cain lives in death. No one lives in death. That's the whole point of death. The only one that has lived in death, I would say, is JC and Lazarus. Those are like the 2 dudes. How the fudgery do? So, right, you... Hi. But where? I'm so confused by this. Okay, right. Gotta place one there, but how do we get into that cave? It's very peculiar and concerning to me. You're definitely a Nod propagandist. I bet you're the type of person that, like, when they're playing Command and Conquer 3, I bet you build like 50 Venom attack helicopters and send them all at once. I bet that's the kind of person you are. And I only say that because that's the exact type of person I am. I don't know how to do unit composition, so I just swarm. And it kind of works. You know? It does something. Ooh. Nice. Sorry, buddy. Did something happen to you? Bonk. Right. Ooh. Just straight up operational. So there's 4, 5, 6. That should be all. Now, upload this, and these. So, we want the MAM upgrade built. What do we got? Electrode circuit board or copper alloy ingot. Nope, it's going to be... Really? That's awful. That's shit. That was a bad combo. So I guess we upload this. These. Let's get those uploaded. Why not? And iron plates. Okay, damn you. So that has worked like that. Oh, we should grab this stuff here. Granted, it's early game materials, but never can be too well stocked. So, we want this to go up this way a little bit. And see. So, we are entering Purple Land. Mercer spheres. Oop. Got ones over here, which is absolutely fine. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, so that worked. I tend to go silent during combat just because it is the sensible thing to do. Make sure I'm getting right. Don't recall ever doing that. Someone did it to you and losing everything against... Well, yeah, if someone's massing mammoths, then at that point it's like, oh, you're cheating. You know? Mass mammoths is... cheeserific. So yeah. But also, I can't talk because I am also the type of person that has completed missions just by training 20 mammoth tanks and sending them all at once. So yeah, I get that. Right, how the heck do I get into this cave now? Oh, do I gotta go down? Yep, I do.
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
Okay, you stop that. You have... I don't believe you have.
Harmonize with us.
I don't believe you knew me when I streamed StarCraft way back in the days. Um, I played it before I played like any of the Command and Conquers on stream.
The window.
Um, I think we're probably talking around about, let's see, maybe 2015? Yeah, probably about 2015. So, I don't think you have. I gotta do it again. I could do, I suppose. Do like, I have had an interest in doing stupid runs. Like, even setting the difficulty to the easiest possible option. And just going, it's like, yeah, so we're gonna try and complete this infantry only, for example. Or doing no build for some things. So it's like, eh. God, you really love your custom campaigns. I know there are custom campaigns and that there are good custom campaigns. I know that, but it's all of the effort to mod them. I already went to a whole pile of effort just to mod the ability to play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And if you're wondering why, one of my mates was just like, hey, should we, like, all get Mass Effect 3 and play the multiplayer? And I was like, yes. Yes, we should. Roguelike mod for the campaigns. Roguelikes, I never got into. Roguelites, on the other hand, I'm a fan. I like a roguelite. Something like Dead Cells or Undermine. Oh, boy. Okay. This is a thing. Can I hear wibbly wobblies, or is that me imagining something? I thought I could hear like a Mercer or something. But I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But let's just do a quick check up here to find out. Not there. No? Okay. I guess we're going up this way and seeing what all there is. So, Ooh. Hey, this could be good. Did you die? I wanted you to, but no, you didn't. Wow, he just went right through me. You also, nope. Oh, the other game I've been playing a little bit of lately has been Ark Raiders. Because a friend told me to check it out. I tried it out, and I actually had a good time with it earlier. Up until the point where I was exfilling and someone was mean and killed me just at the extraction. as I was hitting the buttons and everything. I was like, no, they downed me, but at the same time, I managed to shoot them in the head with a rifle that downed them. And it was just like, yeah, you didn't realize I can be pretty good at my snapshots. I can manage to do pretty okay, if I do say so myself. Right. So that requires 30 megawatts. Okay, there's one. There's another thing injured. Let's hit you. Whoop. Ow. Okay, keep trying, buddy. Ouch. Oh, crap on a cracker. These guys are being very, very obstinate. There you go. You can be obstinate as much as you like, but right now you're simply being obstreperous for the hell of it. Did that work? I think it did. Okay, right. Fire. Biomass generator. Boom. Kaboom. Alright, let's quickly... Boom. You go into here. Clear out a bit of this space. And right. That's going to do this. So we'll go ahead, grab this. Lovely
Initial
stuff.
scan suggests partial recovery of data is possible. Take the damaged hard drive to the MAM for analysis.
Okay. So. Oop. That's a circuit board. That's pretty good, actually. Upload all of these things. Special, mom. Recycled plating or recycled plastic or automated speed wiring. Let's do a heavy flexible frame. That is a lot of stuff that goes into that. But the rubber might be better for us. Okay, I think that's... industrial beams. Right, you upload circuit board, upload beams, iron plates, and grass. And this. So upload this, these, and this. Now, this vehicle is coming back home now. We're going to drive our way back home. It's going to probably take us a good long while, but we're going to do it. And if we spot any Mercer spheres or anything along the way, or any hard drives, we're going to mark them out if we can't collect them. And if we can collect them, even better. There's something there. That looks like a Mercer to me. Lord have Mercer. That should be the achievement name. They should call it, if you get like 100 of them, they should call it Lord Have Mercer. Right, you there. Nope, hang on. Marker. Unknown. And you're going to be HD. So, you are fine. Oh yeah, we could set a vehicle to have a path. You can also program your vehicles, and if you are silly, you can run in front of them while they are following a predetermined path. And there's an achievement for running yourself over like that. Which is just... love that that's an achievement. Them just going, it's like, oh yeah, you can run yourself over, that's fine. Collect purple fire slug. Yes, please. Grab this, upload this. Yeah, we got the... ooh. That's closer than I thought. That's just up here, really. Way. Okay. Holy crap on a cracker. That's a fused modular frame. Holy fudge almighty. That's 3 big boys. 3 big dangerous boys. That is not. Run yourself over with a tank in Battlefield Bad Company. I remember Bad Company. It was such a game. Ooh, hey, heavy modular frames. Nice. Ouch. Whoa, okay. So these guys are big, dangerous, folks. Let's try and push them away from the thing, at least. That do any damage? I can never tell if it's doing damage to them or not. Because they're ridiculously tough. GTA 4 shot down a helicopter in the sky while you were piloting it? That's an impressive level of ineptitude, if I'm being honest with you. Like, you should be proud of having failed that hard. That get 1. Okay, 1 big dude's done. That's... yep, that's not 2. Turbo motor is not the thing I'm after. So, if it's not a turbo motor, let's try cooling system. Smack you, just to get you out of the way. Okay, so it was a cooling system. Right. Let's hop out here. Upload. Oh, crap. Hold. How many dangerous things does there need to be around this one single area? Like, yes, please. Kill each other. Fight. So, that's a little bit better. Alright, fine. Grab these quartz crystals. Don't even think about it, buddy. And the Stinger won that fight? Really? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised by that. I don't know what that is as well. Hey! Wow! So he didn't want our vehicle, like, getting away too carefully. That was very strange. Can you stop? Hit you? Nope. I'm gonna have to go up and then turn around and go downhill at you. You brought this on yourself. Wait, did that do it? Hey, I think you died. I think it died. Alright, so we upload this, these, this. Let's grab all of these here because that's a lot of DNA. We also got this that we can grab, so let's take that and... Oh! It was in the wheels. Healthy. Lovely. So grab those. Now, what is going to be in here? Oh wait, there was another small item thing. Yep. Is that rifle ammo? Homing rifle ammo, in fact. So let's upload this. So that's that part done. Mercer sphere over here we can grab. Oop. You were not meant to send my vehicle flying. Let's do this. Collect this. And drive off. Hey! We did it.
Do you have any more
We
questions
managed to
for
get
me?
out of the vehicle.
We wish to hear your
And they were like, hey, we don't know what's going
I
on.
was created by humans. I started as a simple database for a company aimed at exploring and colonizing space, but that changed
Up
when they learned
this
their planet
way,
would soon
maybe?
cease to tolerate them. They evolved me into something altogether new,
Hey,
a unique life form
hey.
in their image yet hosted on a digital platform, so I could help preserve them.
a shallow savior song without a body made by blood. Now reality is a mirror.
It's pretty funny when you put
Right.
it like that. They never really learn to look at long-term consequences.
So that's 14 in total now. Let's see. 14. Yeah, let's just go north. Let's do this here and go the standard way along and back home. So, we're not going to drive down into the crevasse. we're going to try and go over these little bridges and all. But we do want to keep our eyes out for anything along the way. Anything like what's up here. So, this. Yep, there we go.
Harvest the scripture.
15.
Compose it into a blood song.
If we get 23, we upload 240 items per minute. And that's a very healthy sum. You were not meant to do that.
You psychopath.
No. No, 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 no. Doggos! You weren't meant to... You guys weren't meant to be there. You know what, we're going down this way. How fucking many lizard doggos are there here? I can't believe that, though. It ran... Like, that's not on me. Their death is not on me. It's on that stinger that decided to run directly towards them. This must be the swamp. Because it looks ugly. Oop. Okay, let's try and be reasonable as we drive along the swamp. We want to not go sinking deep into the water. Lovely. Another one taken care of. That way, nothing. So now, let's try and get out of the swamp, because the swamp as a biome seems to have a unique thing where it just desaturates absolutely everything. Which is kind of nifty, like, don't get me wrong. The fact that they have a biome that has that kind of effect to it. Another Mercer. Grab these. Also, okay, you're just a mini face trying to do that. Nice little red area here. Okay. So that's not great. That's very much not great. Oh, fuck you. You're gonna seriously throw my truck like that? That's just rude. Like, no. We are not vibing with that in the slightest. Instead, I'm going here, collect this, and holy mercy. Lucky. Very lucky. No, don't run in front of the vehicle, little buddy. Just detonated that just because I wanted it to. I wanted it to hurt. Right, where the heck is the hard drive portion of it? Oh, up there. So, if I take this and slide up this, here we go. We're on the cliff top side. Whoop. Are you done? Yes, you are. Good. Okay. Let's do ma'am. Hard drive scan's been completed. Really? Okay, this is actually starting to get ridiculous. Do I not have the stuff I need for that particular fuel research? Because I would have expected that, yeah, I had plenty of stuff for that. Right, so let's upload this, these, you for sure. These, right, this, computer, package turbo fuel, yeah, for sure. You like this, and I guess we'll upload these now. All of this stuff uploadable. Can't upload the Caterium, but what we can do is grab this, upload all these. Silica, get in my dimensional depot. And then that, yeah. So, now, ooh, crystal oscillator. Hell yes. Very rare, very important. So, that's that part done. Now, time to drive us back on home. So, whoop. Come along then. Let's get back to home base. And we can start setting up the manufacturers to produce stuff that we need. Oop. Okay, that thing there is going to be mad at us. Fortunately, you're a weak spitter, not a strong one. Anything under here? This is why you always check underpasses. Also corners, apparently. Wait. You ever wondered how a turtle shell must feel? This is how. So, yeah, that was something. Right, over there we got oil. Ooh, another Mercer sphere. Whoopsie. Grab this. Lovely. You guys are pissed off now. And we're going back to base. We're not going to drive into the Space Giraffe Penguin thing. Because it is friendly. that is something. Yeah. We ran out of fuel. How fortuitous. Obviously, that's sarcasm. It was the exact opposite of fortuitous. So, now we
I am
can
curious
keep
about
on
your
driving
first
back.
symphony now.
There are a few songs about the first temple.
Happy
It was a vessel body, but
days.
we were still shallow. The void swallowed our music and gave only silent lines. We started weaving in lines, and we built many temples,
Okay.
and then we discovered the curves. We started
Finding them surprisingly well, only for one simple reason.
I'm
Haven't
not
been
sure
to
I
this
fully
biome before.
understand the mechanics of this yet,
Sad trombone.
but I'm sure I will soon enough.
The alien voice just said sad trombone. Okay, so that was dangerously close to death. This hard drive as well. We want to try and keep it. So let's try and run over some of these baddies. Although you, my friend, hit you with the rebar. Hit you with a rebar. Are you really not going to... Okay, come on. Take the hit. Did you? You did, I think. Nope, you're not dead. So, this here one, I'm going to drive into and hit it to knock it over. And then, a Xenobash you to kill you. Let's grab these now. Vehicular homicide. Is it really murder if they are irritating? The answer is yes. Just in case you weren't sure. You should be sure. Because that's a very obvious question. Needs 100 megawatts. Interesting. So, let's get you connected to this, you connected to this, and you connected to this. We need power shards. So we need 2 of these, and we're going to boost you to that. You are going to go to this. And let's get some grass. Really? Oh, is it leaves? Yep. Aha! What a cheat. Oh, really? I thought it might work like that. Evidently, it did not. So, yeah. You have to actually keep it powered the entire duration of the thing's upload. Or, like, not the upload, the animation. Not upload. So, that's all of that. We want this uploading. This. Let's get these out of the inventory. Get this in. Filters, we are maxed out on. Ooh. Want that. Cables are a yes. and upload those. Concrete, can I upload one? Yes, I can. A whole whopping 1 concrete. Okay, so that's just debris, or like rock chunks rather. So right, we've got 22. We need 1 more before we can upgrade to our best upload rate. And I'd say on our way back to base, we're going to find that one without having to do much scouring. It's going to probably just stick out at us. So let's keep our eyes peeled and our fingers crossed. Although I think we are approaching a biome we've been... Yeah, we've been here before. So let's go Mercer Sphere and let's check up this way. Way-hey! There we go. And I believe that was the sign of our impending doom. And not just the incredible grindcore, not grindcore, goreship band. Awesome music at Impending Doom. If you're ever looking for... If you're ever sitting thinking, it's like, God, why does Christian music always sound so wimpy? No. Demon Hunter, Fit for a King, and Impending Doom. Listen to any of them 3. That's going to correct you. You got some serious, great, like, heavy metal that happens to fall into those subcategories. That's not, like, why I started listening to those bands, but definitely it's cool going, like, yeah, this is a band that has, like, positive messaging behind their music. As opposed to, like, you know, you listen to some of the other ones that is just heavy metal, sometimes just being shocking for the sake of shock. Like Cannibal Corpse, for example. Or Thy Art Is Murder. They've got a few ones where you're just like, this feels unnecessary to be saying that. I don't think they were indeed that to a chainsaw. Okay, here we go. Yes. Now, back to base. And that's going to be our thing sorted. So Space Elevator is going to be ready. Been listening to more Rammstein. I mean, Rammstein also some incredible music. Trying to think. I mean, Deutschland obviously was a fantastic one of theirs. Probably Zona. Ich will. Let's see. Zona. Ich will. Ohne dich. Another one of theirs I happen to enjoy a lot. Ohne dich will ich wie Stunden, ohne dich. Motte, of course. Motte is latest work from 2023. Was that? No, Radio would have been before that, I think. I don't know. I can't actually think of their latest. I haven't, like, I don't listen to them a whole pile. I typically listen to more, like, old-fashioned Rammstein than it would be the more modern stuff. Right, let's look over this way. So you scan complete. Quick wire cable or copper rotor. Copper rotor's not bad, actually. That would use a lot of screws in a minute, though, if you overclocked that. So let's look at this here. We could get that. Could also potentially get that if we wanted to build it out. Rotors and sulfur. Let's do that. Rotor and sulfur. So, rotor and sulfur, we're going to combine this here together to research experimental power generation. Now for that, we want coal and we want hard drives.
Options are now available. These may enhance performance of other fuel sources.
Coal and hard drive. So, sulfur. For this here, to get it to upgrade further, we are going to need 15 compacted coal and 50 packaged fuel.
It is physically smaller and more powerful, but its carbon footprint remains
Let's
enormous.
see if we have
This fuel
compacted
upgrade can be
coal.
used in coal-powered
We
generators
don't.
and vehicles.
But this here, 2300. Really? I need another 50 modular frames. Yeah, I think that's got to be 50 modular frames. So this here will fill up. That's got to be 600 steel beams. Okay, so we're going to be just shy on that. But what odds? Pipeline Engineering Mark II. Let's go for the Heavy modular frames. And we could go for either, but you know what? We're going to go for this here. And unlock it. So that's that taken care of.
Milestone
You
reached.
are
Pipelines
not
and pipeline pumps can now
doubled
be
up like
upgraded to
that.
Mark II. They are like Mark I,
This
but better.
here.
Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are reported instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
I mean, I can absolutely believe that would be the case. Let's look at reanimated SAM. Nope, I'm looking for... Oh yeah, SAM fluctuators. Alien technology. Wait, what? I had the 240 upgrade anyway? Happy days. Let's go for this and alien technology. Okay, so never mind. We're actually closer to maxing out our depot than I thought.
Extraction increased to 400%.
So we can upgrade
Parts
this.
can now be
Let's
stored as
upload
elementary
these.
particles in a
This.
hyperdense deconfined state.
May as well
Normally,
start
I'd
getting
explain
rid
the
of a
basic
whole
science,
pile of
but
stuff.
I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink
So
song,
that's
so you're
240 per minute.
The dance of your
Progress
voice
is right.
amuses us.
I understand.
Let's
Seeing the
upload
pioneer
all of those
perform
nobelisks.
tasks also amuses me.
So yeah. Happy days. We need another 13. And then that's us sorted. So silica we can upload. And the rebar. Yeah, let's do that. Set that like that. So you are almost to your edge point. Modular frames. Where do we go? Well, we got a crap ton in there, so why not? So, I want a custom one. No, wait, hang on. I don't want it just yet. You've got 4, so you're going to give us 16. So I want 26, maybe? This is going to get us to 2388. So I want 22. 22. Nope, 28. So that'll be, let's see, 3 will give us 12 and 25. Yeah, this will be it. This will be it, completely maxed out. And then once that's done, we can set up the thing. Should we set up our plastic trainways? Maybe we should set up our plastic trainways as well. Let's look at what we need for railway signaling. Oh, just computers? Oh, hell yeah. Computers are super easy. We got tons of those. So let's be ready to get that. That's going to do its thing. 88. Is here. If we do 23 times 12. Okay, so that's going to be like 276. So another 200 should actually do the job. Yeah. That will be us exactly right. So yeah, keep that loaded up. And trucking. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. And I am eastbound. Just watch old Bandit run. So, that's our little radio tower area there. Into here, we've got all of that. And yeah. That should get us to 1,692 we're going to have left. Right? Yep, there we go. Maxed out perfectly. Railway signaling time. Load that in. Et voila. And happy days. We're good there. So, look at this here. Purchasing. No, don't want to purchase.
This helps to avoid events where multiple trains attempt
Let's
to occupy the same
load.
physical location. For information related to earlier train events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
So, all of that there. Once this maxes out this here, and we go on to the modular engine section, I think then it's time for us to change our layout, I suppose. So we want quartz going towards one area, towards another. So all of that stuff over there, I think we'll have to get taken care of. And we want to start building our oceanic mega factory. But once this completes, we destroy that built and replace that built instead with nothing, so that we can max out compacted coal and then be able to get this when we go into sulfur. Gives us access to turbo fuel. And turbo fuel is very important, because if we use it with the jetpack and we get alternate recipes for oil and everything, we are sorted. We are golden. Because we can turn crude oil, hopefully, with the hard drive, we can turn crude oil into heavy oil residue, into fuel, or whatever else we want it to be. And if we combine it with an export of compacted coal, etc., that's going to be an absolute crap ton of resources. All in one. So, come on. Yes, this is almost ready. There we go. So, perfect. That's that done. Now, oh yeah, fireworks. You can also, like, make those compacted coal. So, we want all of this here combined together. It's going to double up and give us a crap ton. Compacted coal is far better for nearly every reason. It's better. So, turbo fuel. Oh yeah, packaged fuel. We only have 9 packaged fuel. Genuinely surprised by that. So, into the inventory, we're going to upload all of these. Let's get that into the inventory as well. Should we try and set up? Maybe we do try and set up. What are you? I think, yeah. Let's start this here off so that it is going to output from up here. It is going to output what we need into a truck depot, maybe? Or, do we just go for a... No, you know what? Let's just go for a conveyor belt like thing. So, we want to clear this designer. And we are going to construct our stackable conveyor poles. So there's 1, 2, 3. One, 2, and 3. Now, I want each of these here as well. Now, conveyor belt Mark 3, you connect to here. You go this way. And you go this way. So this will all be one directional. So we're going to call this unidirectional. But we might have one down the line potentially that's... Actually, no, we'll not make a bidirectional one. So this here is a belt highway Mark 3. And let's see. We'll want this to be conveyor, stackable conveyor pole. There we go. Load preset, and we're going for this. Select color, and we want to set this into transport. Fuck it, we'll put it under wheeled. It's not actually wheeled, but who cares? So, let's clear the designer. Take everything. So, see how many pipes we can upload. So steel pipes, okay, we're going to be maxed out on those soon. So, that'll be this, steel. Let's see, steel. Steel beams we got way more of. So let's try and get these uploaded. We're also going to need iron rods and iron plates. So into here. And let's get this ready. So, the conveyor designer, or the blueprint designer rather, let's dismantle the hypertube cannon. Dismantle this, because we don't need it. That's got a lot of quick-wire in it. Here's a nice dismantle crate for us. And let's see. Upload these. But this way here, we want... Oh, hang on. Blueprints. Transport. Belt Highway. Mark 1. So this here we could do as an auto connect, but we're just going to do this as a blueprint. Let's not set it up there. Let's instead get this all going down this way. So up this here way. And place shortcut. We want to go on to ramp, or like page 2. Right. So, this here way, connect, use, down to this way. Okay, weird. You go to here, and now we'll set you here to go around this way. So I kind of borked up the, what do you call it? But that's okay, because this here, we've still got plenty of resources. Let's try and get the belt highway to go up to here. So instead of auto connecting to that there, you are going to go to here. Let's dismantle these and get them to go up. So into here, we want a logistics, and we want a merger going in here on this end, and here on this. So you are going to connect in via straight away like this. You, on the other hand, are connecting in to this. Really? So you go in like this. And then that will cause this to split off like this. So there we go. That's coal going in. Bugger. Yeah, this is going to look ugly as shit. But then what we can do is we can also have it export out things into here. Alright, so you just feed up that way. Iron is going to have to go down and in. Is it actually? Or do we maybe have an opportunity to have iron come in from a different way. Maybe this doesn't have to be one big thing like this. And instead, the iron goes in to somewhere else. Damn it. Let's place that there. Dismantle this. Fine. And now we'll see if we can get 2 of the things to load iron. Because if we can get those going for iron, we can mass produce steel and have it automated. If we want. Well, let's see. Here is that. I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have what we need for that. So let's look at what we need for motors. So, to-do list. Recipes. We need AI director things, or whatever you call it. Not AI limiter. Right. Let's set this to 500, I guess. So, to-do list, let's max this out at the 500 level. Well, no. We need to make 250 of it, in fact. So let's do that. 250 and then 50. We're going to use a lot of power when we summer sloop our things. So there's that. Right. We need automated wiring. So we need 250 of that. Motors, we're going to need a crap ton of. So let's get on that. Let's upload 100 of those. And we want... Let's just get everything to do with Tor. So... Stator. That's going to make us 100 motors. We need more than that. Heavy modular frames, you're going to be the big bane of our existence kind of thing. So manufacturer. Are you slooped? No, you're not slooped. But we want you to be. So let's take these and upload them. So we got this out of there, that out of there. These get rid of. And this will have to do as our thing. So getting these uploaded, and we want this 20. So summer sloop. We have 1. We're getting this here, and we're taking this. 2, 3, and 4. That's going to be our thing. So up this here way. We'll grab it. No. Let's set this up, shall we? What is our power consumption currently like? Because we are going to quadruple, I imagine, our power consumption. Grab this. Ew. So this should be ready now for mass producing. And let's set something up so that it just does one complete thing. That takes 24 seconds. So let's get the plastic, cable, and circuit board. Circuit board, perfect, and cable. So CA. Let's get this here. This is going to be our thing. We want only 8 cable. And circuit board. This is going to take 24 seconds to produce. And then is going to make 2 computers. So let's let this do its thing. Right, so dismantle this and this. That gives us a computer. Right. Now, modular engine thing. So, circuit board. Now, that's going to give us 40 computers. Let's deal with them. So to make 50 of that, I need 100 computers. So there's that, and this. Heavy modular frames. We got 50 of these to load in. Lovely. And now we need automated wiring. So you here, yep. You over here are going to feed in to this. And then I want you feeding into this. Oh, crap on a cracker. Not what I intended. So I need the automated wiring part. Not that other little bit. Yeah, automated wiring. So I guess what we do up here is we're going to set this to modular engine, just so we can collect all the motors that would otherwise go into this. Yeah, I'm on. There we go. Now, adaptive control unit. Let's load those in. And get all the computers in. Now, dismantle crate, presumably. Is that where it went to? I think it went into dismantle crate. So we gotta look for the one up here, is it? Is this where it's gonna be at? Yep. Ooh. Yeah, definitely a lot of stuff there. Upload this, these. Alright, upload those, that. and these. So let's try and get this sorted now. So this here way, load in all of those, all of this, and now what we need is a lot of cables. A lot of them, in fact. An absolute crap ton. So, this is going to allow us to get 600 into our inventory. Okay, so we got 1,000 there. That might be enough, in fact. That might actually work for us. If we had 1,000 cables. So that there is going to do its thing. Right, we want stators. And we want to grab the other ones too. From over here. Into this we go. Really? So where did the stators all go? Oh wait, hang on. Split custom. So let's do 20 and... yeah, so this 50 multiplies out, and that's going to give us automated wiring. You take 5 per thing. Scheiße. That is greedy. So this here, you're going to make 12.5 per minute. So we have 2 batches of wiring ready to go. And from here, whoop, you here, we're going to feed around to here. And you go in like that. So you are going to upload, or like not upload, but you're going to export directly out into it. You take 60 seconds to do the thing. So automated wiring, big consideration for us. Let's get all of those uploaded, in fact. It's going to be 1428 tool. Now we upload this, we upload these, this. We just end up with a whole pile of resources all at once. Okay, the rubber is maxed out. Let's go for this and upload those as well. Clears a little bit of inventory space for us. It says here, yep, it's being even more complete. So this will do its thing. How much are you going to consume? You're consuming 5 per minute, and we're making 11.25 per minute. So here we go. This will be 70 times, so that's 140 it's going to make for us. So we'll eventually need 110, no, another 55 stators. And then that's when we find out it's all worked lovely. And who knows, maybe in the alumina section, believe tier 7 and 8 we get access to drones. And drones can now be powered using packaged fuel. So we can actually set up logistics networks that will carry everything we need from around the world. So that's what I'm thinking should be worth looking at. But in the meantime, I think we're going to call it here for the evening. So let's do save. Oop. Save. Nope. Achieve lands. Achievement 2. And that's going to be us for the evening. I am going to wrap it up here for tonight. And I shall be back on Wednesday, I believe.